Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your favorite host, your girl, A. Millie, back with another episode of the Sip and Sip podcast. I know you like, girl, where have you been? Look, life be life, and I had COVID, but I am back doing what I love. And tonight's guest, I have a world-renowned, talented female DJ. We got to give it up for all of our females because this is Women's History Month, and not only that, we are coming up on International Women's Day. You know, I am all about the ladies, all about our African American sisters. So it is my honor and privilege to have on our podcast DJ Sneak. Hey, girl, what's up?
Hi everyone. I'm
You know,
good.
Hey, I know you good because you out here are doing your thing and you are representing for all the females out here, all the women in media, all the female DJs. You got to pat yourself on the back because that is not an easy job, but you make it look so easy. So, you know, DJ Sneak, tell me a little bit about you.
So I am a military brat, but I say I'm from Virginia because that's where I grew up. Middle school to high school. Then I went to school in Indiana for a little bit, ran track, and then I went to school in North Carolina and graduated from East Carolina.
Okay.
So my initial background is in fitness.
Wow.
Yes.
So your background is in fitness, but you now have a background as a DJ. So tell me, how did you kind of pivot from the fitness world? Now you are a woman in media, you are in entertainment, and most of all, you are a DJ. How did that kind of pivot for you?
Well, I had my DJ stuff in college, but
Mm.
I just kept it on the side because schoolwork, traveling, and then trying to keep up with grades, I never really got to do it. But I wish I would have started in college.
Wow. So, thinking about when you're talking about college, and I feel like, woo, that was life for me 15 something years ago. I am showing my age, but I want to double back. You grew up around in the DMV, and how did, DMV, the culture, kind of persuade you to, kind of pursue your passion and, make being a DJ full time? How did you go about doing that?
So, first, let me say, I'm from the 757. It's a little different from the DMV area.
Okay.
So 757 is like Pharrell, Missy Elliott, Timberland. So
Chris Brown.
we claim Chris Brown, but he's not from that area. Look, we'll take him and Trey songs. I mean, Trey got a little thing going on right now, but we still like their music.
I feel you on that. I've only been to the DMV once. I went, to DC. But you said like some key people, your Pharrell, your Missy Elliott, and growing up with them, and especially Missy Elliott, that was like, I mean, her music was just always fire.
I wanted
How
to be in a
did
music video so bad.
Oh, you know what? But you're gonna be in it. You're gonna be in it. You gotta speak it. You have to
Listen,
speak it.
I wanted to
You
be in one of hers. I feel like she
Mhm.
low key retired now.
But you know what? I think she's still, she just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I believe. But
Hmm.
I think she still got something up her sleeve. I still want to see Missy Elliott at the Super Bowl. I mean, I think that would be a low key fire show. I think she still got a little bit of energy. She still got a little something left in her.
Nah, she definitely do.
Now, with you becoming a DJ, and I was reading your bio, you actually followed in the footsteps of your dad, who was also a DJ. Tell me how growing up, with your dad and him being your influence to get into the entertainment industry, how was it for you growing up watching your dad and listening to your dad? Put on mixes or DJ at different events and clubs, and how was that influence for you?
Well, I only got to see like a little bit of it because I grew up with my mom. When I lived with my dad for a year in Atlanta, I think that's when I saw it the most. So
Mhm.
he would work with artists producing, but I would hear him mixing two songs and he scratches. So I was like,
Ah.
what is that? And I think that's what I love the most because I'm like, how did you put those two songs
Mhm.
together like that? So then I just start like loving it so much. And I think he knew I was going to be the one because
Mhm.
he has four kids, but I think he knew I was going to be the one to follow in his footsteps.
Mm. How important was seeing him doing something that he loved? How was that, how did that motivate you, and how important it was for you to become a full-time DJ?
Honestly, my dad is a go getter. So he did a lot of things. I think just him having a deep passion for being like a businessman and
Mhm.
owning his own stuff always helped me to like want to do my own thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Mhm.
he's
Okay.
like definitely just a businessman.
Mhm. How is it seeing him watching you doing something that you are very passionate about? How is it for him, and what does he say to you that kind of motivates you to keep going?
Honestly, he is a proud dad at this point. He sent me a bag one time. It's like, I'm just so happy. So he bought me a DJ bag. He was like, I'm so happy that you're doing what you want to do. And
Mhm.
he was surprised that I just blew up so fast.
Yes. And speaking of blowing up, because you kind of blew up during the pandemic, how was that for you going into the pandemic, going viral, number one, and we're living in perilous times of uncertainty. So how was that for you for your exposure during the pandemic?
Honestly, the pandemic was like a blessing and a
Mm.
curse
Mhm.
because it was like, all right, I just had got a DJ residency and then COVID hit.
Wow.
Yeah, so now it's like, okay, I got to start my DJ career through the internet.
Mm.
So it's like, you get better reading crowds, but now I
Mhm.
just have to look at people comment on my
Mhm.
screen.
Mhm.
So it was very interesting.
Yeah, it was like, especially during a time where you couldn't go out anywhere, and most of the time, like, I'm a person that now I'm like the auntie now. I rather, hey, if you don't call me before 7 o'clock, I'm not going. Don't call me after 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock asking me to go out. Been there, done that, not doing that no more. If we ain't already out, I ain't coming. But it's a different time. We were all quarantined, and most DJs, they would do the verses with Timberland and Swiss Beats, or they would just go live in the comfort of their home just to give people a sense of hope, because we didn't know what was going to happen within the pandemic. I was like, am I still going to be able to work? Am I still going to be able to go outside? Am I going to get this? Am I going to get that? Like, we were just living in perilous times. And, with you being a DJ up and coming during the pandemic, how did that change your life as a DJ? How did it change your life?
Um, I think the pandemic was good for DJs because
Mhm.
it gave a lot of DJs opportunity for people to see them that usually can't come and see them.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I got to see a whole bunch of DJs that I've never heard of before, but like they're big where they're at, or they're big in the culture and I didn't even know.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I got to see different styles of DJing. It was people on Twitch. So I'm like, I think that was the good part about it. Because I still
Yeah.
haven't met some of these DJs in real life, but I've grown like DJ friends because of the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic.
And you belong to a kind of coalition of DJs, correct?
Yes.
How was that like joining a group of your fellow colleagues and being able to go through the same things and talks amongst yourselves like what I experienced this during the pandemic as a DJ or when I'm out at events and in clubs. How is it being a part of a family of DJs?
I think it helped a lot actually. We used to do Mondays for women, and then that's how I was blowing up as well
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
it would be like at least 3,000 to 6,000
Wow.
people on the live sometimes
Mhm.
when we're going live, and then that helped us grow our platform.
Mhm. Mhm. Because to be honest, as we pivot into my next question, as being a woman in media, a woman of entertainment, you don't see a lot of women DJs. We live in a male dominated industry, and that's why I love every time I interview a female DJ or see a female DJ, I get so excited because I see someone that looks like me, that is an African American or a woman, period, that is doing something that she loves. How has it been for you as a new woman in media, as a female DJ, to experience this journey in a male dominated industry?
Um, it's definitely interesting. I would say that. I haven't had that many hiccups
Mhm.
with men, thank God.
Mm.
But I've had the talk with my dad, so we already had went over it a little bit, like kind of just like a warning, like this can
Mhm.
happen. Just be aware of everything that's going on. So luckily, my dad was in this industry, so he kind of gave me like a little pep talk.
Mhm.
But since I blew up so fast, I've been able to help other women get on DJ gigs. And I'm like, I never thought I would be able to do that so fast because I'm looking for people, to put me on.
Mhm. Mhm.
But since I grew my platform, I've been
Mhm.
able to put money in other women's pockets.
And I love that. Always keeping that door open for the next woman. I feel like we're in 2024 now, and looking at female DJs like Spinderella and so many other women from the 80s and 90s, who can you name as, whether they're female DJs or male DJs, that have influenced you um really well in order to do what you do?
So DJ She Real out here, she has
Mhm.
helped me a lot and been sort of like a sister, a mentor. Because I was around the men at first. When I
Mhm.
first started DJing out here in Dallas, I was around men, and I was like, okay, where the women at?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
then her, it was an ad that popped up that she was doing like a brunch. So I went, and then I met all these other women DJs.
Mhm.
But then I kind of clinged on to her, and then she's helped me a lot, and we do gigs all the time around Dallas.
I love that. I love that, building that connection with other women, because you need that circle. You need that circle of other women to uplift you. Number one, I'm not saying that you won't find it with the men, but it's nice to see, like, okay, there's somebody that look like me that goes through what I'm going through as a female in entertainment. What are some things or misconceptions that you wish people would know, or what are some things about being a female DJ that has had you being treated differently?
Mm, I feel like people should know that women can rock a crowd just like a man,
Yes, yes,
or probably
yes.
even better. if we're being honest.
I agree. I agree. I feel like, we as women, we can rock a crowd because I've been to, lounges or clubs, and sometimes the male DJs are they're not really hype, they're not really rocking. And let's say they boring. But let a female get into it, but she's going to play what I want to hear. They're going to play what we want to hear.
Hmm. I think women, just the musical background, I don't know, they can go into different pockets
Mhm.
that men just
Mhm.
cannot get into sometimes. And the people love
Mhm.
that.
We do. We do. We like to hear a different variety of music. I'm the type of person, I don't want to hear gangster music back to back to back to back. And some men, they do that. They gonna play gangster rap back to back to back, and it's like no switch up. It's no R&B. It's no like you want to get people up and dancing. You want to get them hype. It's no Tamia. It's no line dancing music. It's gangster rap back to back to back. And if I hear a female DJ, they're gonna switch it up. They're gonna do the gangster rap. They're gonna do a little bit line dance, a little bit R&B, but you have to like mix it up. You have to mix it up because either that I could be like, hey, one hand up here, and then I'm gonna sit down if it's too much gangster rap.
Hmm.
Cause half the time I don't know the lyrics. Half the time, but I'm serious. Half the time I don't know the lyrics, and half the time I may not like the artist. And if you just mumbling, then I'm not gonna hear or try to figure out what you're trying to say. If you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's just about knowing the crowd.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
I'm like, sometimes you can throw a little line dance, but at some spots, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, like I feel like you got to space it out. If you're gonna do line dancing, I'm from the South, so line dancing, blues, R&B, rap. That's all you gonna hear when you're out at a lounge, when you're out at a club, and especially like how hard has it been for you, like when you're at a event or setting to play new school and old school, because you do have some older people that you might get hired. Hey, I want you to come do this birthday party or do this wedding anniversary, and they don't want to hear all the rap, all the curse words and twerk music. How do you handle older people like that?
Honestly, you got to know what gig you're taking.
Mm.
And you got to do your research and you got to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agree.
you need to make sure you're asking the questions like, what's the age group? Is it going to be
Yes.
more men, more women? So
Mm-hmm.
you got to know
Mm-hmm.
those things before you take a gig, because then you're going to
Mm-hmm.
go in there looking crazy.
Yes. Now, what is some advice that you can give up and coming female DJs that might be timid, that might be scared of the environment, that might be scared to even jump into this? What is something that you have learned that you can give advice to other female DJs?
Mm, I mean, what you got to lose?
Mm, true.
Honestly, I feel like just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's nothing to be afraid of. As long as you got God, you can do anything.
Ooh. Ooh, say it again for the people in the back. As
Like,
long as you got
pray.
God, you can do anything.
Yes, pray, pray, pray all the time.
Now, what has been the hardest part for you as a DJ?
I think the hardest thing was blowing up so fast.
Mm.
That might sound crazy, but feeling like a newborn in this
Mhm.
industry and then just blowing up and you don't have all the info, but people are looking at you like you just know everything. And I'm like, I still don't know this, that, but they're expecting me to because the level that I've gotten to already.
Mm, I feel that. I've always wanted to learn how to DJ. I worked in radio, and I would always tell the male DJs, "Hey, teach me how to DJ. I want to learn how to scratch. I want to learn how to cue music." And they would never teach me. And I always will feel like I wish I had a female DJ that is not a personality, but a female DJ that can actually teach me. And to
Hmm.
this day, I have never learned how to actually DJ. I just want to try it out just to say that I tried it. And especially being in this industry, you want to learn everything that you can learn about everything. And that was something that I never got the opportunity to do.
Yes. I've had people ask me to teach them, and I'm just like, I could teach you the real basics. I mean, that's what's most important
Mhm.
anyway.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But I'm like, I'm not there yet. It's some people that can do and can't
Mhm.
teach.
Mm. Now that's true. That is true. Now we're living in an age where imposter syndrome is like a topic. It's like something that everybody, whatever career field you go into, everybody has experienced it. I want to ask you, have you ever experienced imposter syndrome as, a woman DJ? Have you ever experienced that? And what is some advice would you give to people that are going through imposter syndrome?
I feel like I was going through imposter syndrome so bad last year. I don't know why it was so bad. Actually, it was a couple things that could have been making it more worse than it usually is. Um, but basically, studying your craft, make sure you practice, um, pray, like I said, and just keep showing up.
Mm,
That's what I
yes.
just had to keep doing. Just it was days where I was like, I'm not feeling this,
Mm-hmm,
but I
mm-hmm.
just had to keep showing up because I'm like, I do this full time.
Yes. Has there ever been an instance where you just wanted to give up and throw in the towel, and how did you conquer that?
Uh, it was definitely moments where I was just like, am I really built for this?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But again, I just kept showing up.
mm-hmm,
I'm like, I'm not gonna let this defeat me because I know I still have people every gig that's telling me like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good." I think that's what helped me a lot.
mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's just like believing it yourself.
Mm. And I feel like, it gets hard. It gets hard as a female. It gets hard as a black woman in this industry because it's so many times whereas I don't want to do this anymore. Can I do it? Nobody is checking for me. Nobody's paying attention. But I love what you say, being consistent, showing up, and praying. I think that should be everybody's go to is to pray and ask God to give you the strength to endure and keep going, because giving up is not an option. And it has helped you in so many ways, because look at you now, being successful, going viral, and staying true to who you are in your craft, because now you are at the clubs, you are on television, you are at private events. And I want to ask you about this private event. You actually DJ'd Rihanna and Asap Rocky's baby shower. Come on with it. How
Yes.
did that all come about? And were you shocked when you got the go ahead or the invitation, like, we want you to come, like, we want you to do this? Like, how did this all come about?
Honestly, I thought it was a scam.
Wow. Wow.
Until I got to LA,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a scam.
Wow. So
Yes.
before you really was like, okay, this the real deal, you actually flew to LA. You did everything, and you got there, you were like, uh
They had
yeah,
my
this the real
name.
deal.
Yeah,
Wow.
I saw the men in the black suits. I said, "Oh, they looking
Wow.
like the men in black out here." They
Did
had
they
this
have
place.
did they have the earpiece in their ears?
I think so. I think they did, but like you had to sign an NDA. Like everybody had to sign an
Mhm.
NDA when they got there.
Wow.
I had to
Wow.
sign two NDAs because
Wow.
before I even know what the event was, I had
Uh-huh.
to sign an NDA for them to tell me.
Wow.
Hmm.
I would never would have guessed that you had to sign an NDA, even when you are DJing. Wow.
A lot of celebrity events, you got to sign an NDA.
Wow.
Yes.
So the moment that they said, okay, this is for Rihanna and ASAP Rocky's baby shower, what was going through your mind? Were you nervous, or you were like, what? Like, oh, okay, then I got this.
I wasn't nervous. It was weird. I wasn't nervous. And I'm like, I
Wow.
get nervous for some of these events around like the local community.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not nervous for that. I was like, okay, we here. So now it's
We
time to do your
here.
thing.
Yes, like it's showtime. It's time to show up and show out. But
Yes.
that is so awesome. Like that is so dope to be at, of course, a billionaire's baby
Right.
shower. Let's just say that a billionaire's baby shower. And
Right.
and even not only that, you have been, DJing for other big brands like Nike, Champs, Adidas, Foot Locker. How has that been for you? Like, okay, I'm here. I have worked my behind off to get to this point, and I'm here. How is it that, working for these big brands? How is it working with them?
Um, I'm always the person that's like, okay, what's next?
Mm.
So I'm kind of trying to learn how to be in the
Mhm.
moment.
Mhm.
So that's another thing for me. Cause I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, who next?
Mm, you ready? Like it's like, come on, keep it coming, keep it coming. And God has really tremendously blessed you with your gift and your talent of entertaining people, and your voice and your ear for music and artists. And it's just wonderful to see. I love female DJs, and I want to see more of us out there, because I know there's like a plethora of from north, south, east, and west, all over the world, that do amazing things, that keep the crowd hyped, that have a passion and love for music.
Yes. Whenever I can, I try to put other people on to female
Mhm.
DJs. So like whoever
Mhm.
follows me, they know like I'm like tag your favorite female and
Mhm.
shout them out so somebody else can follow them. Like anything women DJs, I'm all for it.
Oh yes, I am all for it. Anyone that you would love to collaborate with on a project, or even like do an event for. You have anybody that you would love to collaborate with?
Well, I definitely want to do Essence Fest.
I've been there. It is lit. It's lit.
See, I haven't even been yet. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go before I try to get
Mhm.
booked.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I'm like, it's worth the shot.
Yes. I say Essence Fest you have to experience once in your lifetime. I've gone one time, and
Hmm.
that was like maybe 14 years ago, 14, 13 years ago, something like that. And I had the time of my life. I enjoyed it. My first live taping of a show that was on BET, and
Hmm.
I remember being a part of the commercial. Like at the end, people would interview you, like, how did you like the show, and X, Y, and Z. And I remember my friends were hitting me up, girl, I just saw you on ESPN or BET, and I was like, oh wow, like it is just the culture, the us we us African
Right.
Americans, Black folks, we are the culture. Like
Right.
it's just amazing. It's amazing. It's
Yes.
like a big old. It's to me, it's like a big family reunion.
See, I love stuff like that.
Yes,
I used to
yes.
leave my school and go to like the HBCU homecomings
Mhm,
because I'm
mhm.
like, it's just nothing like a bunch of black people.
It's nothing. It is like we are the wave. We're the culture. And I mean, we just have a good time with each other. Now, DJ Sneak, any projects you are working on this year and what can we expect from you this year?
Mm, so I have a lot of stuff in March.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna be working with the artist. She's opening up for Eric Bellinger.
Oh wow.
So that's literally probably in next week.
Mhm.
And then I'm doing the Black Girl Art Show.
Dope, dope. Is that going to be in Dallas?
So they do it all over, but
Okay.
this one is gonna be in Dallas.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, but they
Awesome.
travel. So whenever y'all can go,
Mhm.
go see all the artists, all of that.
Wow. See that's what I'm talking about, girl. You are on the move. Now, I want to ask you when you are, doing your mix, what is like what gets you I guess loose or crunk like okay, I'm about to go in here and do this mix. Like what goes on the within the creative process of doing a mix? Because me, I'm a Beyonce fan. I will mix a Beyonce song all day, and all y'all gonna hear is Beyonce and somebody else. That's it. So, what is the creative process of going through with the mix, and what do you do to like get it? Like, okay, this is what the people want to hear. Everybody gonna be playing this. Like, what goes through your head, and how do you get ready to do a mix?
I kind of choose like some of the popular songs that's viral, and then I kind of go around that. So I add like songs that I like.
Mhm.
Like I love Pharrell, and I love
Mhm.
Drake,
Mhm.
and I love dancing music.
Oh, like dancing music, like Afro beats or house or
I grew up on dance hall,
oh,
so
dance hall. Okay, okay.
I love
Yes.
dance hall. I do love Afro beats, but
Mhm.
that's kind of like a new thing to everybody, and it's blowing up.
Mhm. It is. It is. I do have an Afro beats I was about to say podcast, but a playlist. I have a
Yes,
playlist of all Afro beats.
yeah. But I like dance hall. I like twerk music. I
Mm.
like New Orleans bounce.
Oh, I love that. It's nothing like shout out to Big Frida because I have my New Orleans playlist too. Like it's something about Big Frida, the Queen Diva, and I will sit up there and play all kind of New Orleans bounce music in my car before I'm going out somewhere. Like it's a
No,
must.
I
It's
used
a
to do
must.
that. I could listen to the whole song, and then everybody like they just saying the same thing. It's not about that. It's about the beat.
Yes, and it's a good it's a good music. It's good music to work out on.
Right,
Let's get it straight, cause you could be doing a sit up and then you get on all fours and you start twerking, pop, pop. But come on,
right.
release your wiggle. Come on.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. So DJ Sneak, what is one quote that you live by that every day you go through um difficulties or obstacles? What is one quote that you live by that makes you know what, I could do this, I'm gonna keep going, this is my passion, this is um a vision that I have? What is one quote that you live by each and every day that you don't give up?
Mm, it's this quote that I literally keep on my wall, but since I'm
Mhm.
moving, I took it down.
Mhm.
But I forgot what it says. But whenever I need it, I just look at it. So I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm probably never giving this away.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it's basically saying like if you want to be memorable,
Mm.
you have to give them something that they're going to remember.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm. And that's what you do every time you play at an event or a bar, club, a lounge, you give the people what they want, so people could be like, oh, I want DJ Sneak, oh, I want DJ Sneak. Leave your legacy. And that's what you are doing. And you have been, immersed down in Texas doing your thing. And now you're everywhere, international, national, everywhere. So I know we're getting ready to end this interview, but I got some little fun questions for you.
Oh God.
And cause I want to know the mind of a DJ. And there are no right or wrong answers. Just be completely honest.
Okay.
So, DJ Sneak, have you ever played at an event that you didn't want to do?
I think we all have. Like literally, we probably was like, all right, the rent is due.
Yeah. 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 Okay. What has been the funniest moment you've ever had as a DJ?
The funniest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know.
Cause I know y'all be having some funny moments as a DJ. Y'all
We
be in
do.
the club and y'all be seeing some of everything.
I think, yeah, some people are funny, but I think sometimes the funniest moments are when you have your DJ friends there, and then
Mm-hmm.
you accidentally mess up, and y'all look at each other and just laugh.
And we the audience, we can't even tell.
Right.
It's like an insider thing with another DJ.
Yeah, and but it's like, but don't do that again.
Dang, y'all really be hard on each other like that? Y'all really be critiquing each other?
Low key, yeah.
Oh wow. I did not know that y'all really be critiquing each other.
Yeah, that's why I think a lot of DJs they try to be on their P's and Q's when they know
Mm-hmm.
another DJ is in the building. Because they
Mm.
know if nobody else is listening, they're listening.
Oh wow. I
Hmm.
think that's because you know what, I host too, at different events, and when somebody else is hosting and I am at an event, I'm listening to what they say, how they say it, are they funny, are they keeping my attention. I'm like that too. So okay, I did not know that. Now, what is the worst thing that has ever happened to you as a DJ while you are playing, mixing at a club or at an event?
Mm, I think sometimes the worst thing, because we're women, is
Mm-hmm.
being like when it's that time of the month,
Ooh, girl.
it's the worst. And then
Oh wow.
you don't have another. That's when you're like, dang, I wish one of my other DJ friends was here,
Yeah.
so then they could play a song. Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what if I take too long in the bathroom and then the song end or something? So then
Wow.
you just
See,
holding it.
wow. Wow. See, never experienced that as a DJ, but I feel you when that lady be on.
Right.
You ain't, I mean, ooh, I know you be snapping too. Okay,
Man.
what now? I kind of want to ask this question. What is your biggest pet peeve as a DJ?
Mm, I feel like it would be like way too many people in the DJ booth.
Ooh, I knew it. I knew it. Because y'all do, and I will say this, y'all do ignore people.
Yes, we do.
Y'all do ignore people. Like I've been behind the DJ booth with people as an MC or whatever hosting, and I'm looking at the DJ. I'm looking at all these females, all these men. Hey, bro, hey sis, can you play this? And they be, y'all be doing y'all thing, and you like, huh? What? And then you be like, I got you, or
Right.
Y'all don't say nothing, and I just be, I'm
You
really
just
just
gotta
looking
you
because it's
just gotta
funny to me.
acknowledge them, or they're gonna keep trying to say something.
Yes,
But I'm
I
like, I don't think people understand like the way we gotta mix this music.
mhm,
We gotta be able to listen, or we gotta look at what's going on.
mhm.
So we're not trying to pay attention to you right now.
Wow. So y'all hear that? Don't be up in the DJ booth. Y'all see them mixing. Y'all see them trying to play. They trying to do their thing. Don't be up there, trying to request songs and stuff. If you don't have a number, you need to text them.
Don't even text
It-
me.
so they can't text you either.
Now, but I take requests, but it gotta make sense.
Ah, okay. So I can't come up there and request no Beyonce song, no Texas Hold'em.
Like I said, it gotta make
It
sense.
gotta make sense.
Like
Okay,
if it's
okay.
not, if it's way off the vibe that we on, or it's
Mhm.
not in the same BPM,
Mhm. Mhm.
then either you're gonna have to wait or it's just not gonna work.
Mm, gotcha,
But what I'm
gotcha.
saying is don't try to request a song and you see the
Mhm.
DJ trying to transition at the
Mhm.
same time.
Mhm.
That's like the
Gotcha.
worst time to try to ask for anything.
Ah, okay, okay. And the final question, cause I sometimes I be watching, and sometimes I be like, oh, okay then. What is your go-to drink that you gotta have while you at an event, when you playing in the club, lounge? What is like your go-to drink? Like, you know what? I'm about to sip this. This gonna have me tipsy. This gonna have me drunk. But I'm about to bring the motherfucking house down with this. What is your go-to drink? Your go-to DJ drink?
I make sure I get me a Red Bull and
Mm.
then I might have tequila and cranberry on the side.
Okay, okay. So you a tequila girl. So tequila made DJ Sneak get get lit.
Yes, and don't add a little wine in
Ooh.
because that's gonna make me be somewhere else.
I get it. See, I'm a brown girl. Brown make me get down. So I know when Honey Jack hits, then look, I might be on somebody's table somewhere, just up there, like getting lit.
Look,
You
I done
know.
been on a couple tables, so I understand.
Oh my gosh, but that is so dope and so interesting because I will always ask, like, what you drinking on, DJ? What you want to drink? They be like, oh, let me get tequila or let me get Patron. I be looking at them, oh, okay, like, so what else you want? What else you drink? But or they'll be like, let me get a beer or something like that. They don't drink the hard liquor. Or most people be like, nah, just give me some water because it be so hot, you know.
Hmm.
But wow, wow. DJ Sneak, girl, it has been a pleasure getting to know you on this podcast. Make sure you drop your socials so we can follow you. We can keep up what is going on with you out there in Texas. So let us, put your your social media down or and tell us your social media.
So on Instagram it's Leak the
Mm-hmm.
Sneak. That's LEEKDASNEAK _.
Okay. And you have a website as well, right?
Linktree. So that's usually in my Instagram bio, and it has
Okay.
everything like my other interviews, my SoundCloud where my mixes are, like literally everything.
Okay, cool. So make sure y'all follow DJ Sneak. If you're out in the Dallas area, Texas, she'll come to you. You book her, she gonna fly out there. She gonna fly and let it please don't be scamming nobody. All right.
What?
Don't don't be scamming anybody, but make sure y'all follow her, support her in her journey as a female DJ. We gotta support our female business owners, our female DJs. We are women in media. We have as hard. We have it so hard. A lot of people do not know, but we always want support. We love our support from our culture, our family, our friends, all of that. Make sure y'all follow her and keep up with her. And DJ Sneak, girl, it has been a pleasure. You're family now, so you have to come
Right.
back on to the Sip and Sip podcast. Ain't no evidence but about it. You got to come back
Look,
on.
I want to come in person now.
Hey, girl, let's set it up. We can do that in person thing. I'm trying to pivot to doing more in person interviews and as well keep my virtual for the ones that cannot. But
Yeah,
definitely we
then
got to
look,
do.
then we can sip and sit for real.
Yeah, sip and sit because it is a sip and sit podcast, and I need to do better with sipping and sitting with you all that are watching, with all of my guests. But again, I thank you so much for coming on, and may God continue to bless you and your
Thank
passion, and thank you for what you do in the community and especially in the music and entertainment world. Thank you so much for keeping us going, keeping us lit, and doing what you do.
thank you so much for having me.
Yes, yes. And until next time, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm gonna be coming back. I got to get back in it. Your girl was sick, but she trying to get back into it. But please like and subscribe and follow. And if you want to be on the Sip and Sip podcast, you can go right now to my Instagram, Sip and Sip Podcast, and fill out the form so you can be on, so we can chop it up and we can get to know you and all that good stuff. You family here whenever time anybody that comes on this podcast, you are family. So can't wait to see you guys who want to be on the podcast. And thank you again so much, DJ Sneak. And I will see you in the next
Thank
episode.
you. Follow my
Peace.
girl.